Okay, and thank you. Welcome back. We're really looking at the IIOM curriculum for those that are interested in starting or continuing their journey in original medicine. And today we'll be looking at another certificate program to give you more information, how the course is structured, how it's assessed, who it's for, just so you have more information to make an informed decision about whether you would like to start or continue your journey in original medicine with IIOM. So Dr. Jim is with us again. Dr. Jim, maybe you could just let us know about a bit more about one of the courses. I know there are many certificate programs, but which certificate program would you like to kind of dive into today?
Let's talk about the Certified Medical Missionary Program.
Okay, wonderful. So in terms of the CMM program, if I can call it like that, um, what are the main themes, Dr. Jim, that are covered in the CMM program?
Yeah, we're really excited about the Certified Medical Missionary Program. Of our certificate program, we have a Certified Nutrition Counselor program, so they're focusing mainly on nutrition. What's nice about the Certified Medical Missionary Program, it's really a logical subset of our doctoral program. So we're covering multiple areas. We cover nutrition, cover a little bit on herbs, we cover a little bit on traditional medicine, anatomy and physiology. So it's covering more aspects of health than any of the other certificate programs, which are kind of focused on a particular area. So, and it's a little bit more credits. It's 30 credits as opposed to 22 credits for the certified nutrition counselor and for the certified herbalist. So you can see it's a little bit richer. So they're getting a richer flavor of all of the different elements that we provide. So not only are they getting original medicine, but they're getting nutrition, they're getting a little bit on herbs, and they're getting a little bit on anatomy and physiology, disease processes, and also on the practical application. So there are, how do you actually, home remedies, hydrotherapy. So we're going a little bit more of the hands-on practical application. So it's a rich program, and it's a good logical subset of our advanced degree programs.
Wonderful. And who is the CMM program for? You know, if you could say a word, somebody who's watching this video from somewhere, anywhere in the world,
Right.
Who is that certificate aimed at, and who would it be ideal for if they were to enroll?
Right. And there's two audiences. The obvious audience is the medical missionary environment. And there are a lot of different programs out there. And what we tried to do is put together a more a rich program, a balanced program that covers a good spectrum of the things that you need to be equipped and qualified as a medical missionary. Everybody talks about the original medicine aspects in some way or another, but we actually are using that in the way we provide materials for understanding the nutrition, the herbal parts, the application. And the nice thing about it is we package that. Why would one want to take this certified medical missionary program rather than just taking individual courses? Well, you can, but it's packaged in such a way that when you take the certificate program, it's more cost effective. So we make it a lot more cost effective for the student. So for those who want to have a good grounding in the practical application of understanding and applying original medicine concepts and principles, it's packaged in a very affordable and thoughtful, rational way for equipping and qualifying them. And then they can make an easier transition to our more advanced programs, either the bachelor's, the master's, the doctorate, or even the PhD program, if they decide they wanted to go to those more advanced levels. Does that help? Does that make sense?
Yes, very clear. And in terms of assessment, how is the CMM program assessed?
Okay, now the CMM program, you can come at it from whatever level you want. You can be a high school graduate, or you can be a medical doctor. You can be a nurse. But now you're going into this original medicine approach to the concepts, principles, and practical application. So the approach we use is basically to take you through the material in a very thoughtful way of structured study guides for each of those course materials. And then we also provide a final test and then there's some kind of a practicum at the end. So it's a rich program, but it's richer than any of the individual certificate programs in terms of its breadth. It doesn't, and not necessarily go into as much depth in, for example, nutrition or the use of herbs, but you have a good, solid foundation for being able to apply these principles. So I said it's for medical missionaries, but you don't have to be a medical missionary. But if you want to get a good subset of what's in the advanced degree programs, the basic and advanced degree programs, that certified medical missionary fits that bill.
And in terms of completion time, obviously we may have a lot of people watching this video. They have busy lives. They're already engaged in careers, and maybe they're kind of exploring, okay, I want to, know more about health from my personal viewpoint, or they may be considering a career change and they want to know how they can fit it around their existing job to get the knowledge so they can transition. So how long, would it take on average to complete the program, Dr. Jim? And what does that look like on a day-to-day and a week-to-week basis in terms of regular study blocks around a busy life?
Yeah, that's an excellent question. I like the way you phrased it. People may be coming from a lot of different walks of life. Obviously, if you just graduate from high school or you just out in the workplace for a few years, and you know what, I really want to get into this natural health area. That's a no-brainer for them. But for others, like I said earlier, they might want to just get a good feel for what these different aspects are. And generally, it's designed so that you can do it in 3 to 6 months if you have a regular job or something like that, and you want to kind of fit it in. We give you 2 to 3 years, but it can be done faster. A rule of thumb that we use is 10 to 15 hours per credit. So if you're talking about 30 credits, you're talking about 300 to 450 hours, and you can do the arithmetic. And then you can even make that simpler. So you can see it can easily be done in a few weeks if you're allocating like 4 hours a day, 20 hours a week. You can see you can get that done in 20 days. And you can spread that 20 to 30 days over 3 to 4 weeks or over 3 to 6 months. So these are just some guidelines, some rules of thumb, so that you can have a good sense of what the kind of commitment is going to be required to successfully get through the program. I hope that kind of helps to give you some guidelines. But normally it can be done, as you can see, with those figures, in 3 to 6 months. Why do we give you 2 to 3 years? Because things happen. We want to give people an opportunity to basically deal with any contingencies that come up, whether they're personal, professional, or whatever. So we give you that amount of time. We don't want to give you forever because, we have to manage our resources as well. And for those that are serious, if you don't want to do it in 2 to 3 years, maybe you're really not that interested. But while most people do it within 3 to 6 months, it can be done in 3 to 6 weeks.
Dr. Jim, thank you so much again for shedding some more light on the CMM program. As always, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about this program, wherever you are on your original medicine journey, do visit our website. It's iiomonline.org. We'll make sure a link is in the video description so it's easy for you to visit. And if you do have any further questions after looking through that course information for this course or any of the other courses we have, all the way from the certificate program that we discussed today, all the way up to the PhD program that we have discussed in a previous video, please do feel free to reach out to us. Do contact us. We have our contact information on the website. We're more than happy to answer any other questions you do have. We do also have a frequently asked questions section on our website, which you can find easily. And that contains, over the many years, decades that we've been in operation, the common questions that prospective students have. We've kind of collated them and answered them all on our website. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, clicking the bell icon so you're notified whenever we upload.